Someone said to me, it's Duolingo meets TikTok meets Insta Story. Hi, I'm Nadine. I'm an investor at AlbionVC, and I'm here with Saurav, founder and CEO of 5 Minutes. So, what is 5 Minutes?
5 Minutes is a bite-sized learning platform. Think of us as kind of a TikTok meets Duolingo of workplace learning. The problem that we're trying to solve is that workplace learning worldwide is broken. There's a lot of friction around learning. There's over $370 billion spent worldwide by companies, but 80% of employees mostly think that they're not really learning from their workplace learning that is offered to them. So we're solving this problem in a new, unique, and innovative way. We use the principles of micro learning. So we use bite-sized learning and present learning in a TikTok style feed with heavy personalization powered by AI that ensures that every individual, every employee gets a personalized learning experience. So we take away the friction around time. So instead of spending hours and hours on courses, you can spend literally 2 to 5 minutes a day on our platform. And then you get a personalized learning path, which is based on your role and your interests, which is completely powered by AI. So we get very, very high course or completion rates as a result.
Actually, what stood out very quickly to us was the mind-blowing engagement that we were seeing from all your early customers, which quite frankly is really unseen with workplace learning platform. So what do you think makes your product really special?
I think if you look at the traditional workplace learning platforms, what they have been doing is actually unfortunately, they're creating more friction around learning. They don't really adapt to a user's busy schedule. So nowadays, no one has time to go take away a few hours and do long courses. So traditionally, workplace learning has had a lot of friction because of the time effort. So one of the first things we did, why we get so much engagement, is that, as I said earlier, take away those friction items around time. And secondly, around not knowing what to learn. So we personalize the whole experience for the employee. So whenever they pick up the phone, they have a personalized learning path every day on which they can spend as little as 2 to 5 minutes. So they don't have to think about what to learn. Then secondly, what we've done is we really have built this product bottom up for companies. So we have built tools that enable managers and teams to learn together. So it's a social and peer learning experience, and that's how we learn best. So that's another factor that we see high levels of engagement because teams feel like they're learning together. Managers can run upskilling inside their own teams. And then thirdly, we use a lot of gamification. So some of the best practices you see in consumer products like the Fitbits and the Stravas of the world, we use things like, currency, jewels, leaderboarding to make it a fun and a much more engaging experience. So, people therefore want to come to our app every day, every week, and they are not necessarily pushed to come there by their manager or their HR, which is what happened in the traditional workplace learning platforms.
Perhaps the thing we're most excited about is working with you and the team. Obviously, starting with you with your experience building and scaling workbooks.
Workbooks was an amazing experience for me, building something that works with, over 5,000 plus companies and 5,000 plus HR teams. In addition to that, for 5 Minutes, what we did is we brought together great HR tech experience, but also ed tech experience, particularly from the consumer ed tech world. So my founding team member, Shakti, he was working at BCG, but doing a lot of ed tech consulting to consumer ed tech firms. And then also our product lead actually comes from Baiju's, which is one of the biggest consumer ed techs in the world. And similarly, we have angels and investors from companies like Duolingo. Actually, one of the first VPs of product, and Duolingo is also one of our investors. So we really bring the best of HR tech, which I experienced and some of my other colleagues experienced at Perkbox, and consumer ed tech together. And again, build this product bottom up, focused on companies to help them create a learning culture.
Now you've raised your seed round. It was close to $6 million, and we're super excited to be part of that round. What is next for 5 Minutes?
Yeah, thanks for being a part of our journey. So I think the two key focus areas for us are really enhancing and expanding, our global customer base. We're very fortunate. We already have customers, employees in 80 plus countries using our product. And we now want to, deliver a better experience to those customers and even expand our customer base across the board and our go-to-market model that we have globally. The second thing is that, from a platform standpoint, there is, we really would like to double down on improving certain aspects and enhancing certain aspects of our platform, particularly, for example, as our base grows, it gives us a great opportunity to further enhance our recommendation and personalization algorithms for the employees using our product. We also want to drive more integration with other players in the HR tech ecosystem, so LMS or learning management systems or HR tech platforms, HR platforms. So the integration and the API side of the business is something we definitely want to double down from a tech standpoint, along with the recommendation engine and driving a much more engagement from our customers and employees.